Hey, welcome back lads. So we have some more information and rumours about Call of Duty 2025 or Black Ops 7 which have leaked out online, and this stuff is real interesting because it's very specific and detailed information coming from a trusted source, the Ghost of Hope, who says that they are hearing the campaign in COD 2025 is, well, not very good, and maybe even worse than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, if that's even possible, and the reason for that is because it sounds like this campaign is going to be very similar to that. A similar style to the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, where there are a lot of these semi-open world missions. I think they called them open combat missions, but basically they were just glorified Spec Ops missions, which were really lackluster and boring. If you remember the one about travelling around the nuclear power station to attack 3 helicopters, or going around the Verdansk Dam to defuse 3 bombs, you know, it's just like, come on man, it's just so bad. It's bad. And Hope alludes that a lot of these missions will take place on the unreleased Warzone map Avalon, and a lot of the Black Ops 6 campaign missions and maps take place there, and originally this was the Black Ops 6 Warzone map, but instead they brought back Verdansk instead, so maybe Avalon could release next year as the Black Ops 7 Warzone map, and then, yeah, they'll reuse it a lot for missions. So yeah, that is unfortunate and a bit disappointing because this game is a Black Ops 2 sequel, so it will follow on from Black Ops 2, going back to the future, and it sounded like a cool concept with a story about information warfare and bringing back David Mason. But yeah, I guess that is what happens when one studio like Treyarch have to release 2 games back to back, so you know, 2 games in 2 years, we get these rushed and incomplete games. Now, there was some more rumours, leaks, and whatnot posted a couple of weeks ago about the campaign, the story, multiplayer, and zombies mode. At first, I wasn't sure about this rumour because the info is coming from this Reddit post, a random Reddit post that anyone could make, so it's not exactly a trusted source. However, trusted sources like Charlie Intel and Insider Gaming have since reported on this, so I think that itself gives it some credibility, so maybe it isn't a fake. In fact, Charlie Intel / Dextero, or whatever it's called, have come out and said that they have independently kind of verified that this information is kind of true and accurate as to what is being tested behind the scenes by Activision. Some of the stuff this post talks about is stuff that has already been leaked for a long time, so you know, it could just be kind of reposting information, but there is some other new stuff, like they claim that the campaign can also be played in a 4-player co-op mode, and somehow will have Woods and Mason in it. So if this is supposed to be a futuristic game after Black Ops 2, I don't know how more Woods and Mason adventures would fit in. I mean, it could be kind of like Black Ops 2, right, where the original Black Ops 2 campaign part of the game was set in the year 2025, but then a lot of it was also flashbacks from an old man, Sergeant Woods. But now with Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 6, you kind of wonder, well, what and where could these other Mason and Woods missions or adventures take place that haven't already been, like, explored in other games? They say that multiplayer will have a 32 versus 32 player mode like Ground War, and also other maps, older maps like Black Ops 2 maps, will be brought back and remade into a futuristic Japanese setting, which sounds pretty cool to me. I'd imagine like the map Express, right, the train station map, which originally takes place in LA, but you know, Japan is kind of, there's a lot more like bullet trains and kind of high-tech stuff like that, so you can imagine the map, but it's just changed to be set in Japan. To be honest, if this game really is just made up of older maps, or mostly older maps returning, I think remaking those maps into new settings and giving them new looks, but keeping the old map layouts might be a good idea to kind of keep them fresh. You know, we've seen that before, not so much anymore, but we used to see that a lot. For example, Firing Range, right, a map that has been brought back in pretty much every Black Ops game. In Black Ops 2, they turned it into Studio, so it turned into a completely different look, but was the same map layout. So more of that kind of thing. Another idea is the map Meltdown in Black Ops 2, which is a nuclear power station in Pakistan, and that's what I'm saying is, like, how many of you guys even knew that it takes place in Pakistan, right? So they could easily just take the map and give it a bit of a different look and just say, oh yeah, it's in, you know, it takes place in Japan now. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, that is about that, so stay spicy and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.